What's up guys, Ruben the Builder here. We finally got permits approved for Fircrest. We're starting 28 townhomes, development's complete, and now we're going to get started on vertical. So development is all horizontal, everything sewer, water, utilities, electrical, fire hydrant, light posts. And then construction is vertical. So the very first thing that we do once we have a building permits approved in hand is we're gonna get a dig out survey. What is a dig out survey? So a dig out survey gets what's on paper into real life. And so the surveyor gets what's on the paper and he comes out with his laser and stakes out the corners of the foundation. Once the survey is complete, we can now schedule the excavator. Excavator is gonna come on site and remove topsoil, the organic topsoil for the building. When I was working for the national builder, it's actually kind of funny. I asked him, I said, hey, why do we, look, it looks like dirt. Why do we remove that topsoil? Well, he laughed at me and he said, it's because it's organic material. And if you were to pour a foundation on top of organic material, over time it would rot and the foundation would crack as it would settle. And so we remove that topsoil to get down to stable, hard soil. And then we can actually pour and set up the foundation. So step one, get building permits approved. First few things that I'm doing on a site is I set up a toolbox. I get my building permits printed. I put them inside the toolbox, put a lock on it. That way there's easy access to all the subcontractors that are gonna be working on the site. Once I have that toolbox and plans set up, survey complete, dig out finished, I'm gonna call the foundation crew. The foundation crew is gonna come on site and start setting up the forms, and we'll update you guys next week and show you guys exactly what that looks like. But these are the first few things that I'm doing when I'm building a 28 townhome subdivision like this. We're starting with lot 8 down there, the first duplex. Once the dig out's complete, once erosion control is passed, foundation forms are set up, we're gonna call for our first inspection for our foundation. Once we get the okay to pour, we pour the foundation, then we strip the forms, and then we can move on to framing. So that's a rough idea of what we're doing here. We're doing erosion control right now. So as you guys can see, he's digging out and he's installing a construction entrance just like this. The reason why we have a construction entrance is as trucks are driving in and out, all the mud usually gets caught up by most of this gravel. And so once the construction entrance is installed and the silt fence is installed to control the site, then we can get erosion control inspection passed, and we can do dig out, then foundation inspection. So these are the first few things that we're doing when we're breaking ground on a brand new site. Another thing that we're gonna be doing is gonna be installing the construction fencing. So I got my approved permits, I paid for them, and now I have a PDF that I can download, and I'm gonna send them to my print office and then pick up the actual paper plans. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up that toolbox, and I'm gonna put those permit plans in there for all the subcontractors access. I just got off the phone with my temporary fencing contractor. I'm gonna set up 150 feet of fence here and 150 feet of fence down there to protect the site. It's one of the insurance requirements that we have to do. If your site's not protected and something happens, the insurance could potentially not pay you out. So a few of those key important things when you're breaking ground on a site are very important. So construction fencing, toolbox so that your plans are protected, dig out survey, erosion inspection, then obviously you do the dig out, and then you do foundation forms and you get inspected for foundation forms. So let's go pick up the plans. Like, share, subscribe to follow along the journey as we build out this entire 28 townhome subdivision, starting with these first 8 units.